One of the more enjoyable things about being a cruising boat owner is that it gives you the opportunity to introduce newcomers to sailing and the cruising lifestyle. Not everyone is able to face the challenges of living on a boat, even if only for a few days, but our friend Jill was not one of them. We met Jill when our daughters became friends at school, and Sam and Jill have remained close since. Life has certainly thrown Jill her fair share of challenges, so we were comfortable a week living aboard an Ariki would be a walk in the park for her. Despite her initial apprehension, re her history of seasickness, the weather gods were kind to us, so we started her week with a trip to Whitehaven Beach. Having soaked up our fair share of sun and salt water, our next priority was a calm anchorage for the night. We opted to stay the night in Makona Inlet, just a few miles away. Jill is an award-winning photographer and spent most of her time on board the boat with her camera in hand and was able to get some lovely shots. Up early again today, Precious?
Yes, Pumpkin, I don't like this early start.
We're on our way out to Bait Reef today. We've just left Makona Inlet where we had a beautiful still night, and then we're going to head out to the reef today, out to Bait Reef. Just trying for an early start so we can try and get a jump on the main crew. There's not that many people up here at the moment, but still nice to get out there early, try and make sure we get a mooring. Looks beautiful out on the passage today. So I've got our friend Jill sitting up front there enjoying the sunrise. So I'll just go around up ahead here into Hook Passage, and then hopefully we'll pick up a little bit of breeze once we get out a bit wider there. Got a nice big full moon back behind us there, so it's quite bright still. Should be a nice trip. Probably got about 3 hours, something like that. Got the girls in the water. The big black GT's turned up. Have a look at these conditions here today. He is very cool. Tossed a bit of bread out there. He's not as keen on the bread.
No.
He's definitely keener on the fish a minute ago.
God knows if I got that, but we'll see.
In between dives, we had a bit of fun off the back of the yacht with one of the resident fish, a black giant trevally. We used small pieces of fish to lure him up close to the camera to get some nice shots. You do need to be a little bit careful doing this with these fish, as they can become quite aggressive once in a feeding frenzy, as you'll see later on in the video. A few years ago I had a GoPro attacked by this trevally. At the time it had an orange float attached to it, which I think might have sparked its interest. What a beautiful afternoon. Just had another beautiful little dive out there too. The afternoon light out on stepping stones is pretty spectacular. Okay, we're hitting the cluster of 4 first. Big tide today though, so I'm going to stay in the boat and just drive the boat, because I think it's going to be too much. I towed it yesterday and it was barely doable, so. Looks like nice views today though.
Let's get ready.
Okay, Let's go. I'll just drop you right in amongst that bait school there. Who needs to snorkel? Look at the views. It's beautiful. Got a lot of current though today. Really big high tide coming up, and it was a really low, so a lot of water movement today. So we're just going to have someone in the boat all the time. I tried to tow the boat yesterday while I was snorkeling, and it was super hard work. So it's going to go easy today. Do it the easy way. Sam will jump in a bit later. Beautiful day out here today, but only one other boat now. There was one other yacht last night, but he left early this morning. Supposed to be a little bit of breeze today about lunchtime, so we're just going to have a snorkel and then probably start heading back in around lunchtime. Hopefully we can get a bit of nor'easter. It'd be great to have a sail back in, but we'll see how we go. You guys keep it quiet up there. I'm trying to film. After our dive, we were greeted back at Nariki by a school of batfish and the black GT, waiting to bid us farewell. Sam and Jill couldn't resist the temptation to have one last dive with them before we left Bait Reef. fishies. Hopefully we'll see you next week. See you, Bait Reef. It's been fun. Looks like a bit of a bumpy sea to go back in on though. No breeze. It'll be a motor. Anyway.
I'm off. See ya. Bye, Jules. Bye. We'll come and get you next time.
Just making our way back into the Whitsunday Islands again. Have a look at this day, would you? Look at this ocean. It's just an absolute mill pond out here. Just crazy. You can probably see one of my pusher lures just out the back on the port side, out past the dinghy. We raised a little billfish through here last time, so I'm hoping we might get another one up. The good thing is we've got a 1.5 knots of current going with us too, I think. We were doing 7.3 knots. We were doing over 8 a little while ago. We're just about at the top of the tide, so. Got our photographer on board today. Private photographer.
Private chef.
Yeah, we've got my private chef. She's done a good job so far too. Get a load of that watercolour. It's beautiful. This looks interesting. We've got a ship coming up from our port side. Closest point of approach was down to 28 metres there. That's a little bit close. We may have to make a bit of a course adjustment there to miss the Wyuna. He's off in the distance a fair way. You can probably see him sort of right about centre screen there now. He's definitely heading our way, so we'll have to do something about that. Probably go behind him. Much easier to go behind those guys. A bit scary going across their bow. There's the Wyuna crossing our bow, so we're pretty safe there. There's a little school that looks like little mac tunas maybe in the water in front here, so let's see if one of our lures goes off. A decent sized school by the looks of it, so could be interesting. Feeding pretty actively, so let's see what happens here. So we managed to take the Wyuna's transom. 0.7 of a mile clearance, plenty of room. Happy days. Great thing AIS. Wouldn't be without it since I've had one. So useful.
Yay! Found the giant clap!
We're just on our way over here to Langford Reef, which is just up ahead there. We're going to go and have a little bit of a snorkel, check out some of the underwater sculpture there. This is Black Island in front here, and we've come from straight back behind us there, back in Stonehaven. Stayed in that little keyhole down the southern end with the 2 moorings in it. Only had to get up twice last night to the mooring banging on the hull. So annoying, but that's what you get for using the moorings. So it's sort of mid-tide coming up here. It's a deepish sort of a snorkel, this one, but should be okay. Unfortunately, it's also a little bit overcast today, so we'll get glimpses of sun on the reef, but not too much by the looks of it. But you take what you get. To be brutally honest, I've never been a major fan of Langford Reef from a snorkelling point of view. Perhaps it's just that I've never found the best part of this reef, and I did read recently that the northern side of the island could offer some better snorkelling. It's a deep place to snorkel, and the current seems to run fairly hard through this area, which stirs the water up a lot. As you can see in this footage, it's fairly murky. This made it quite difficult to locate the position of the underwater sculpture in the area too. We eventually found it, but it was pretty difficult to get any decent photos because of the water clarity. Sam managed to get some reasonable footage of some fish, including one large Maori wrasse which seemed pretty comfortable in her presence. But by far the highlight of the dive, particularly as far as the girls were concerned, was stumbling across a group of turtles feeding on some jellyfish. Sam and Jill couldn't resist jumping in with them and got some pretty nice footage while they were at it.
This big sucker there. Oh, he's done he did the big back roll on his back and stuff.
He heard you.
There's some breeze here, so it'll load up a bit now. Watching? So you're going to start rounding up, so you're going to bear away a bit. Yeah, a little bit. Watch your course.
Going on its side.
Well, that's enough. Just straighten up. Straighten up. Back up to your course. Look off in the distance. You've got to keep the bow pointed out. Now straighten up, correct? Correct. There you go.
I've been a bit short. I want to keep going on there. How many knots are we doing, Neil?
We're doing 7.6, 7.8 knots.
Woo! Go, girl.
There's a good gust coming here too. This is about the fastest angle of sail. We could go up a little bit more, but we won't.
We don't want to lean too far.
It's beautiful sailing.
Lovely.
And this is what we want when we're doing our passages, something like this amount of breeze. 14 knots I reckon is just about perfect on this angle. Perfect angle. Right, you've got all over that.
Over it, yeah, all over it. So where are we headed, Jill? It starts with N. Nara Inlet. Nara Inlet, that's where I'm going. I'll be mooring up, I think, or are we dropping anchor? We'll be dropping anchor in Nara. Okay, I'm sure I'll sort that one out.
Terminology 101. The anchoring in Nara.
Anchoring,
In
okay.
approximately how long?
Couple of hours? No idea.
A couple of hours, sounds good.
Yep. So, what was the best bit about your snorkeling today? Oh, the turtles. Swimming with the turtles close. You could touch them. Not that I did. No, we didn't touch them. But you also got to see the big clam. Oh yeah, the huge in Stonehaven. Yeah, that was beautiful. The famous. Fantastic, guys. I am so grateful. The famous clam. Yeah. And then the snorkeling wasn't so great over at Langford Reef, but the turtles. Yeah. Absolutely made up for it. They were awesome. We just saw one here, didn't we? I just sailed with a turtle. I've swum with a turtle and now I've sailed with a turtle. Pretty cool.
As long as we don't turn turtle.
Yeah, yeah. Do my best. And then we did start the day with that amazing omelette. That's right. The chef prepared very, very good. An amazing omelette. She is renowned for those omelettes.
Talk yourself up.
So what are we doing, Neil?
11.7.
And Jill's in control.
Find it. Keep going. That's it. Find it more. Now you'll start going the other way, so straighten up.
Straighten it back up.
That's it. You're the boss. You've got to keep it going straight. That's it.
Concentrate. You're stopping us tipping over. Oh, you're in safe hands. many knots are we doing now?
8.6 in 11 knots of breeze.
Woo!
Here comes another gust.
Keep going over.
No, don't put the finger to it.
Oh, okay.
10.9 knots, we're dropping 11 knots, 10.8.
Fizzed.
We survived. Where are you? I know you're on here somewhere. Uh-huh. Don't you be chewing anything up there, there'll be trouble. Don't even think about coming in here. Go on, shoot! Go on, get! We're gonna have to go and get rid of this one. He looks a bit pesky. Go on! What are you doing up there? Go on! You look like you're gonna be a menace. Shoo! Go on, quickly! Are you gonna be a pest? Am I gonna have to lock the boat up so you can't get inside? You're not from Hamilton Island, are you? You look like trouble. A lovely night here in Nara Inlet last night, nice and calm as usual. We're on our way today over to South Mole Island, I believe. Going to go and try and do the walk up to Spy and Cop. See how we go. Precious is just up there finishing up her anchoring duties. Not much breeze up yet, but hopefully when we get out there there'll be a little bit and we can sail over. See how we go. Last day today, Jill.
I know, it's sad. It's been beautiful, thank you.
Been lucky, hey?
Yeah,
A bit cloudy today though, isn't it? A little bit overcast, so often it burns out in the arvo, so
Water looks good.
here's hoping. Good walking conditions though, right?
Yeah.
Not too hot, hopefully. See how that all pans out.
They only live for a day, don't they? Calm, precious.
Coming. Say that again, what happened? They bought
it for 25 million.
the CCIG.
The China Capital Group.
Yeah,
In 2019,
yeah.
they spent $25 million on it, and then they spent a further $10 million doing the jetty up. Redoing the jetty. They spent $10 million.
Fabulous.
So that
It's a shame it's not a bit sunnier, isn't it? It's just a little bit dull, but anyway. This is one of the nicer parts of the walk. Beautiful view over towards Syd Harbour there. Hamilton Island over in the distance there, centre screen. And down the Whitsunday passage. Down towards Goldsmith Island. Jill's taken her 1000th shot already.
beautiful.
Yeah, I thought you'd like this one. The grass trees all over this hill. That's where we're heading, up near there. Not quite to the top of that, but still up. Did you get your shot? Nearly there.
Nearly there.
Look what I can see down there.
Now home.
We made it down to the bottom. The crew's intact. We've got our team photographers turned up. Nice. Big pencil drop. Ready?
1,
Jump out a bit.
2, 3.
Since when is holding your nose part of a pencil drop?
Did you go deep? Yeah, that was about